Hello, this is Luke, and this is my presentation on client-server systems and web-based databases. I'm going to start by talking about some advantages and disadvantages of client-server systems. One of the main advantages of client-server systems is the improved security. Centralized data storage allows administrators to implement strict security measures like firewalls, access control, and data encryption. In addition to security, client-server systems also provide centralized management, which simplifies maintenance, updates, and troubleshooting. Administrators are able to roll out software updates or security patches to all the devices connected to the centralized server. This can help save vast amounts of time and resources. Now on to the disadvantages. One of those is a single point of failure. Um, in terms of a client server system, this means that if the central server fails, then the entire system shuts down. For example, if an online banking system's main server crashes, then the customers won't be able to access their accounts. This issue can be mitigated by using redundancy, which means that when the main server fails, a backup server automatically takes over. That brings us to the next point about situations when it would be beneficial to have a backup system in place. Um, these are essential in situations where data loss or disruption of services could have a disastrous consequences. For example, hospitals must have backup systems to ensure patient records remain accessible during server outages. In these kinds of situations, backups can be cloud-based, external hard drives, or redundant servers that continuously duplicate the information that is stored on the main server. Next, we move on to what is scalability. Scalability refers to a system's ability to take on more work by increasing its available server resources. For example, an e-commerce site like Amazon needs to scale its servers during peak shopping seasons like Black Friday or Christmas time in order to manage the millions of transactions that are happening simultaneously around the world. All these transactions need to be handled without losses to performance. Next is what is backend processing, or what is a backend processor? A backend processor takes care of core systems that are not visible to the end user. It processes data, manages databases, and executes certain types of logic on the system. An example of backend processing is an e-commerce platform like Amazon. The backend processor updates inventory, processes payments, and manages order fulfillment. These are things that are done in the background and not seen by the user of the device or the system. Next is what is a front-end processor? A front-end processor is a system that interacts directly with users. For example, a banking app's front-end processor handles login requests, displays account balances, and accepts inputs by the users to create transactions through an interface. Essentially, this is where the user interacts with the system itself. Next is my own experience with file sharing sites like Google Docs. This is a popular tool for sharing and collaborating documents. Uh, I've used Google Docs quite extensively for group projects because it allows multiple users to edit a document at the same time. This feature is extremely valuable when working remotely or with others who are not able to gather in person. Another file sharing service that I have used is Dropbox, which provides cloud storage. This makes it easy to access shared files from any of my devices. I also like using Dropbox for sharing larger files with other people. I can easily upload my files and then just provide a link to everyone I need to share those files with. Next is client-side scripting languages. Um, these are languages like JavaScript and jQuery, which are used to enhance how users interact with websites. This is done by running code directly in the user's browser. JavaScript can create things like forms and interactive maps. For example, a shopping cart on an e-commerce site like Amazon uses JavaScript to update the cart total without needing to refresh the page. jQuery is used to simplify JavaScript code by providing easy-to-use functions like for common tasks like animations, event management, and AJAX requests. Next is on to development frameworks and scripting languages. Development frameworks like .NET, Ruby on Rails, and Python are used for web application development. This is done by providing pre-built components and libraries that can be used by developers. .NET is a framework development by Microsoft for building numerous types of applications. For example, .NET provides security features designed for banking and healthcare systems. Ruby on Rails is a server-side web application framework written in the Ruby language. An example of Ruby on Rails is the product listings, payment pages, and user accounts on the e-commerce site Shopify. Finally, Python is a programming language used for a wide variety of things. It is known for its simplicity and readability, and it supports frameworks like Django and Flask that are used for web development. PHP is a server-side scripting language and is most commonly used for creating dynamic web pages. For example, WordPress, which is a content management system, was built using PHP. Another example is Laravel, which is a PHP framework that simplifies web development using built-in authentication and database management features. In conclusion, client-server systems provide powerful tools for secure, scalable, and efficient network operations. Despite challenges like single points of failure, proper system design, redundancy, and ethical development practices can enhance reliability and performance of these systems. Thank you.